Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am aTone. This is aToneTarot Pisces. You are tuned in for the topic of what plot twist moments do you need to be aware of between now and the end of the year? So any surprises that are going to crop up between now and Thanksgiving, Christmas, the winter solstice is upon us. We closing out fiscal budgets. We even got a retrograde up in there, right? So anything can happen, and I am going to break down your message using the Egyptian oracle god deck, and I'll pull one card to get an overarching theme around the plot twists that are going to occur for you Pisces between now and the end of the year. I'll also pull 5 cards from this relationship oracle deck to dive a little deeper into those relationships and interactions that you're going to have as it relates to those plot twist moments, Pisces. And I'll be breaking down your full message, pulling 10 cards from a traditional tarot deck. So my spicy Pisces, without further ado, let's get up into your message. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. I hope all is well with you, Pisces. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are a new viewer, welcome to the channel. But we are going to see what plot twist moments my Pisces collective needs to be aware of. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Pisces. Oh, nope. We supposed to start with the Egyptian oracle. One card from this. My apologies. Nope, Pisces. One card to see what is the overarching theme of your plot twist era and season from now until the end of the year. What do we have for my Pisces collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Pisces. What is your overarching message from Spirit as it relates to plot twists? Exploration. Exploration is your message, Pisces. So when this popped out, I instantly thought of a Pisces traveling, going off to exotic places you've never been before but may have talked about. I'm picking up on a Pisces collective who has a passport that is not being used like you want it to, or you've been talking about getting your passport, and this is your notice message to go out and get that application started, Pisces, because it is time for you to explore. You are going to explore yourself, the world, and even the people around you in so many different ways, Pisces. Like with this image here, he has 2 staffs with all of these different, like you have the stalk around him. He has a snake, right? There's a couple of different things that he's carrying, observing, looking at, even a person in the distance. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the Ankh is here, which is the representation of life, like the creation of life, the newness of life. Like you might even have a child coming into your world, right? And you have to explore now your life in a very different way. Or again, you're being advised to go forth and travel, Pisces. Exploration, travel. He even looks like he's in a boat to some degree. So I'm picking up on heavy travel. You might have to travel surprisingly between now and the end of the year unexpectedly. So that's what I'm picking up on as an initial message for plot twist moments for my Pisces collective. Let's dive a little deeper into your message via the tarot. Let's pull 10 cards for my Pisces. Let's see, as it relates to some surprises, plot twists, changes, quick movement in a different direction. What we got for my Pisces collective: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hope all is well with you guys. I am collecting suggestions from you. Please drop them in the comment section. Let me know what topics you would like for me to tap into. I'm taking them into consideration. I'm going to compile them and run through them as I get them. So go ahead, drop it in the comments. What would you like for me to tap into as it relates to a message? What do you want to know about? I want to hear from you. What plot twists are going to occur between now and the end of the year for my Pisces collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Two more cards, please, Spirit. And there they go. All right, so as it relates to my Pisces, you received the Three of Coins, the Two of Coins, the Page of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Coins, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So as it relates to your plot twist moment, something that you might not have, you definitely don't see this coming, Pisces. You might have been distracted with work, really spending a lot of time investing in work endeavors. So much so, Pisces, that you've been distracted by what's going on at home. And what's going on at home may not be so favorable. With this Ten of Coins to this Three of Swords to this Ten of Swords in reverse, you discover some betrayal, some enemy amongst your midst that you cuss out. And you send them walking. With this Four of Swords being here, you put somebody on ice. Because if you weren't as dedicated and going so hard at a project or a career style, whatever or however you get your money, my Pisces have been juggling, hustling, and really pursuing something as it relates to their career. So much so they've had they got some plans that they've been putting in motion and in place in this year that they didn't see something that blindsides them coming around the corner as it relates to family, a relationship, with this Ten of Coins to this Three of Swords and this Ten of Swords here. So somebody, as it relates to under your household, under your roof, whether it be a significant other, a child, you discover or someone discovers somebody is not being honest. Somebody is not being true. Somebody is messing up the legacy and the longevity of a relationship. And it needs to be addressed with this Five of Swords. And then somebody's put on ice. Somebody is asked to leave. Somebody is banned from the group. Yeah. This is definitive. There's no question about what occurred and it being wrong, vile, a an offense against you or someone that you love dearly. As it relates to your legacy, Pisces, and somebody in your family, something or someone that hurt you deeply with this Three of Swords, whatever that looks like. And again, I don't mean to trigger anyone. So if this is not your message and it don't apply, let it fly. You know what I mean? If it doesn't resonate, check out your rising and Venus sign as an alternative. But my Pisces know what this relates to and whether this connects to you. With this 10 of Pentacles and this 10 of Swords in reverse, right with the Three of Swords in the middle of that, this is heavy family drama. This is some furniture moving because somebody said or did something. Like, I hate to say it again. I'm going to make up a story, whether this is your story or not, but this is how heavy it is. This is given a sister finding out that another sister is sleeping with her husband type of energy, and you find that out at Thanksgiving or something. It's like the worst possible way in which you could be blindsided and this information catch you off guard with this Eight of Swords. That's a part of the betrayal within itself, to where somebody jumps across the table, and that might not even be Pisces' normal posture, but somebody need to leave. Somebody gots to go because somebody does something treacherous, vile, disrespectful, wrong to my Pisces, or Pisces, you do this to someone. But I don't know. I ain't really picking up on you doing this. I'm picking up on somebody doing this to you. And my condolences. My heart goes out to you. I apologize in advance if I am triggering someone, or I do set off in motion information that you may not have wanted this soon. But as it relates to plot twist moments, for my Pisces collective, this will resonate, especially if you are a career oriented, or you put quite a bit of emphasis and focus on your career in this past year, so much so that it has taken you away from your house, that you might have missed some things that were going on underneath your roof that were not so honest, that really hurt you. And with the Ten of Swords being in reverse, somebody has to own it, stand up in it, and speak to it. It's revisited. It's no way around it with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Somebody don't let it go. It's not have you ever been in a situation where someone cheated on you, or you cheated on someone, and once the cat was out the bag, the person that did the cheating is now relieved of a burden because the truth is out there. And once that happens, they almost instantly expect you to feel relief too. Well, it's news to you, being on the receiving end, that this SHIT went down, and now the person wants you to get over it, wants you to move on, right? Like, okay, I admitted it to you, I told you the truth, and time has went by, maybe a couple of months has went by, 3 months have went by, or it's drug out from now until the end of the year, and by the time a month goes by, this person feels like you should be over all these swords being in your back, being stabbed in your heart. And you like, no. This is 13 swords right here. What you mean I'm supposed to just get over it in 3 months, 30 days, something like that. Someone wants you to fast forward your healing by way of their hurt that they administered to make them feel better. So now they're not even allowing space for you to heal, Pisces, which is totally unfair. They did the offense, they committed the crime, and not only that, they want you to deal with it by yourself and not burden them with the with your emotions that now come with the truth being on the table. Yeah. And with exploration being at the top, and you know how I started and opened your message with you traveling, going away. Maybe you need a vacation with this Four of Swords, some separation, some time between you and this person and or persons who may have done some very ill, treacherous, nasty, vile, disrespectful things to you, Pisces. I'm not trying to trigger nobody. I'm just calling it like I see it. Because you got these 13 swords plus these 5 swords here. Somebody ready to get it. Pop it. Right? Either it's some fighting words. It's some actions that garner a certain type of response. Whether it be a cuss out or whatever. Somebody by the end of it is being asked to leave, needs to leave, and goes on an exploration to save themselves and or someone else from truly catching the smoke that comes with maybe the initial retribution that this Pisces wants to get. Because not for nothing, somebody do something to you, it's a knee-jerk reaction sometimes to swing back. So you may book a trip in response and go away to say, you know what, I would normally turn up and do this in response to this level of hurt, but no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that this time. I'm going to go away, I'm going to go off and be by myself, because if I don't, I might hurt somebody. And I'm not promoting violence in any way, shape, or form. I'm just telling you, it just adds insult to injury, because not only did you do this disrespectful, nasty thing to me, I was over here hustling, grinding, and putting together the pieces of our longevity and prosperity as a collective and a village and a partnership and a family member. I was doing my part. I was doing 150%. As a matter of fact, I was juggling to make room for you to do extra stuff on the side. And the extra things you was doing on the side is this. It's adding insult to injury type energy, Pisces. But let's take a look at what is going on in the relationship oracle deck, because I don't even like this for you, Pisces. We don't want this energy. And somebody that got this going on behind your back and doing that type of thing to you, Pisces, you might want to get rid of them, move on, go spend some time by yourself. But like I said, let's take a look at this relationship oracle to see who's around you and what you need to know as it relates to your plot twist moments between now and the end of the year. And if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you got going on, Pisces. I'm here for it. You know, I'll listen, because I offer you encouragement, support, self-love, right? Love yourself enough to know, nah, I saw that Ten of Swords in reverse. Revisit this only but so much. Don't allow this thing to run as a backdrop in your mind. You know, make peace with it and go on a voyage somewhere to be able to put it to rest, whatever this thing is, because again, it's very definitive on the betrayal and what happened and what occurred. There's no question around how this person feels about you as it relates to whatever happens to that Three of Swords energy with the betrayal going on as a plot twist for my Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Pisces. My apologies. Let's see what the relationship oracle has for my Pisces collective. I swear I cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. I can only do certain things one at a time. I'm very systematic in that way. All right, Pisces, let's see. 5 cards, please, for my Pisces collective. What plot twist moments? What plot twist moments are going to pop up for my Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One more card, please, Pisces. And there it is, Pisces. So you receive shock, not enough. The Runner, talking, backstabbing. And again, I don't like this for you, Pisces, not at all. But this is definitely reiterating the message from the tarot. You are shocked and caught off guard by somebody doing something that is backstabbing, treacherous, evil, mean. It breaks your heart. It brings you pain. It causes a separation. Some type of separation that is very hurtful. And if it's not romantic, it could even be, and forgive me, my condolences go out. It could be the loss of an individual or a significant other that is very shocking and comes out of nowhere. And I don't want that for nobody, but that's for a small group of you. You know, it's like something that's outside of your hands with this lightning bolt coming from above. It's like, what plot twist? Not in the best way. So my encouragement again goes out to you. But for my collective, where the message is around cheating, this is a continuation of the tarot with not enough. Usually as a result of someone cheating on us, we feel like we're not enough at some point. What did we do wrong? I will say, from a female woman perspective, I've been cheated on. From me, my perspective, I've been cheated on before, and I have felt this, like I'm not enough, like I'm lacking something. I didn't have something to deliver to this person, and that's why they ran off and did what they did with someone else. That's why they committed this backstabbing behavior. I internalized it, and I'm advising you, Pisces, not to do that. You are enough, right? With the runner here, go somewhere and maybe sit and talk to someone. You may need to go seek help from a professional, like a psychologist. Get some therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Talk it out with somebody. When it comes up and out your mouth, sometimes, and out of your brain, it becomes clearer. You know what to do. You know how to move, right? It's not as devastating. Still devastating, still heavy, still a difficult thing to bear, but it lessens the pressure when you go and sit and talk to someone who can help you work through these type of emotional difficulties, right? So talk to your friends, family members about it. Don't run and hide what is going on, because they're also the people that know you best. Talk to them and get their input around this shocking thing that comes into the forefront of your world between now and the end of the year, Pisces, that makes you want to run away. And again, that might be what you need to do with exploration. You might need to get away, do something different outside of the norm. With the first 5 cards of your tarot spread, Pisces, it was all work, no play. All work, no play. And this is a continued theme for my Pisces collective, even in past reads. I think the past read that I did for you guys, whatever the topic was, what came out was take a vacation already, Pisces. It was coworkers. What are your coworkers? They wanted you to take a vacation. So this Pisces collective has been spending so much time dedicating to their career. They really need to develop some work-life balance, because some things are happening in your personal life that you need to deal with that are very shocking. Have you ever heard or seen the reel that says, forget being hungry? Have you been to work with a broken heart? Have you had to do an 8-hour shift with a broken heart? I have. And it's not easy. It ain't something I even wish on my worst enemy, right? Having to be on the clock and smile in front of people that you work with when you know your household is falling apart, but you can't bring that to work. You don't want to bring that to work. As a matter of fact, work has been your escape to some degree, even subconsciously speaking. Subconsciously, you might have been even doing this, Pisces, with that 8 of Swords being there, to bury your head in the sand with work, creating a distraction through work, I'll say. Yeah, so be mindful of that you need to create a certain amount of work-life balance. Go somewhere, sit on someone's couch, take a vacation, go on a voyage, step outside of your comfort zone. Have people looking for you that might have done you dirty, Pisces. Have them wondering what now state you are in. Not to be like that, but they don't deserve it now. They don't deserve the access to you that they once had. So you don't have to give them any explanation around your new explorations that you are taking, right? So I know this may be difficult to hear, receive, manage, and work through while juggling work and the kids and keeping up a happy face, Pisces. But you're being recommended, or you'll be in a position between now and the end of the year where you're like, look, I need to get behind a closed door and just cry and really look at my life and see where I'm headed and maybe what changes I need to make. I don't like to say things like, oh, what did I do wrong? I don't even want you in that headspace, Pisces. Reflection and resolution, yes. Reviewing what has happened and accepting it for what it is, yes. Dealing, digesting, and taking it in, as hurtful and as heavy and as painful as it is, yes. But no self-doubt. Do not beat yourself up and start creating a lack inside of you because of external people and things. Pisces, don't do it. Don't do it. That's why it is a good idea that you take some time and you deploy a certain amount of boundaries by way of a vacation, by way of changing your scenery, so that you can review even from a different mindset, right? It's hard to see things clearly if you're sitting in the environment that had you deceived and a little confused in the first place. If you need clarity about your environment, you got to get about that environment. Change your environment, change your behavior, and you'll start to see a light bulb go off, and you're able to then tweak and adjust and move forward accordingly. So some heavy SHIT goes down with another individual that means a lot to you, where they betray you, they stick the knife in and maybe even turn it, Pisces. And again, I'll tell you, like I believe I have told the entire collective of all the signs Lift with your knees, Pisces. You know, it gets greater later. Life be lifing, and it's hard, but this is only for right now, right? And we gonna leave 2025 where it's at. We got about what, 40 plus days left, and count them down. So again, that is your message. I hope that it helps, and until next time, peace.